The gadget got here, and as you can tell, it's time. Time for what? It's time to unbox the brand new Pebble Time smartwatch. Now this is the successor to the original Pebble smartwatch, which I also have in the background. We'll do a little comparison in a second. And this is also the direct competitor to the Apple Watch. As you can see here, I have one of those too. So I just got my Kickstarter backed Pebble Time, and as you can see, this is the actual shipping box, which is also the retail box. Personally, I don't really like that. I'd rather have a traditional retail box instead of having to hold on to my shipping box if I ever want to put this thing back in the box or whatever. So I don't like that the box it came in is a shipping box, but you know what? You can't win them all, I guess. So we can see here, this is the Pebble Time. Go ahead and turn the screen on. Now it's going to ask for me to connect it to the app right away. It's the first thing I have to do, but I'm going to go over the differences between this and the original Pebble, and then also some of the differences, similarities, things like that. So go ahead and put them there. So we can see with the charging cable, it's a lot longer than the charging cable that came with the Pebble, and it's also this thin instead of being the thick wire. Also the charger where it connects magnetically is on the back of the Pebble Time versus the Pebble. We can see here, Kickstarter backer, hooray, I don't really care, I just wanted it right away. So for some differences, the big difference is this is a full color screen. The original Pebble is just a black and white e-paper display. This is a color e-paper display. What the heck is e-paper? So e-paper is actually like very similar to what Kindles are made out of, and they use very little battery life, and the screens will always stay on. So the difference with that is that with the Apple Watch, the screen will turn off and is almost always off. With the e-paper displays, we can see just barely. With the Pebble Time, see if I shake it, turns the screen on. The screen is always on no matter what you're doing. It also has 7-day battery life, so that's really, really cool. You can see as far as the sizes are very similar. Let me just get a little better reach around here. The sizes are very similar. The screen is bigger on the Apple Watch. They both have stainless steel, so this is actually a stainless steel bezel on the Pebble Time. As far as thickness, they're similar. I'd say the Apple Watch is thicker because it has the heart rate sensor down there on the bottom. And if we look at the Pebble Time, it actually curves in on the bottom to match the size of your wrist. So some other differences between the Apple Watch and the Pebbles is the Pebbles are actually both waterproof, completely waterproof. This one has actually been all over the world with me in all the oceans, Atlantic, Pacific, the other oceans. So that's something that's really great because it still does a phenomenal job at everything. It's kind of neat to get a notification that your grandma just sent you a text message when you're in the ocean across the world. So it's also nice to tell the time when you're under the water. Now the Pebble Time also has a microphone as well. There's the microphone right there. Now as of right now, when I made this video, you can't use the voice on Apple devices except to reply to Gmail with your voice, but obviously in a software update they'll be able to add more functionality. Here's the two side by side. You can see it's a lot thinner. So I was actually one of the first people to back the Pebble Time on Kickstarter, so I got it for a crazy low price and I got it sent to me before everybody else. So I'm not bragging, I'm just giving you the facts. It's definitely thinner than the Apple Watch. Battery life is a whole lot longer. It does have a color display, but it's an e-paper one. It's not a touch screen. You have the 3 physical buttons here on the side, up, down, select, and then this is go back. It's also the power button here as well. So maybe I'll do another video showing you the actual software in action, but this is a stainless steel bezel, which I was pleasantly surprised by, and it does have quick release straps down here. We see if I just slide that to the side or slide this one to the side, you can pop these out real quick. One thing that Pebble is doing that Apple has not done yet is this port is actually available to anybody who's making bands, so third parties, and they could add things like a GPS, they could add like an extra battery that connects to the strap. Apple does have a little mystery port hidden underneath here, but they've not opened that to anybody to use yet, so it remains to be seen how that will play out. But we'll go ahead and just show you the screen size difference. Definitely bigger on the Apple Watch. Definitely a much better screen and a touch screen on the Apple Watch, but the Pebble Time does have a color display that is always on. which is really cool if you want to have something playing on there, like some sort of video graphic. It'll always be playing. It doesn't turn off. As you can see, my Apple Watch was off there and turned it away. So this will always be on. And then this just does a lot of things. Not as complex as the Apple Watch, but you can change your music, you can use the physical buttons, and this is full waterproof, which I'm a big fan of. So if you guys got any questions, feel free to put them down below. This has been an early unboxing of the actual Pebble Time in a comparison as well to the Pebble original smartwatch and the Apple Watch. So many watches, what are you gonna do? I gotta know what time it is. I gotta know. Any questions, feel free to put them down below. As always, feel free to subscribe, like the video. Have a great day. Shazam.